Yeah, it's like a fucked up apron.
Is that better?
100, a full 100.
Is that Lloyd's guarantee? Is that like a Lloyd's guarantee?
It's definitely better.
Yeah, a hundy burger is heavy. We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us under the basket with our guest chain bangers. All right, so what episode is this? 3.
I'm not
Episode
sure.
3 of Under the Basket. Thank you for doing the giveaway. If you did the giveaway,
Yeah, we had
tell everybody a little bit about that.
we had 20 people sign up for it. It was awesome. Kind of a local person ended up winning it. Our friend Reese Cahalan, his sister Courtney Eaton. She ended up
Taking
her name
them
drawn.
home. What were they again? Just in case
a
anybody missed it.
Discmania DDX, which is basically a destroyer, and Discraft Thrasher.
Are we doing any giveaways coming soon that we need to let people in on? Or,
Yeah, actually. Hey, Log. What's up? I have a basket on my desk over there in the corner with like discs in it. Can you grab that and bring that over here for me, please? But yeah, I'm gonna start off with some local news here.
Yeah. Okay.
I just want to
Pop
throw
off.
out there again that this weekend is the New Year's Frozen Classic in Geneseo at Richmond Hill. I think Kid has like the details he's gonna throw on there for us, but
Yeah, I'll whip that up.
it's this Saturday. Tee off is gonna be at noon. Sign in is from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. There's gonna be over half the holes have CTPs. I have 10
That's
CTPs
awesome.
picked out, and they are loaded. I posted a picture on the Quad City Chainaholics page, and you can see a little sneak peek of that. It's a $20 entry fee. $5 of every entry will go to the Riverbend Food Bank, and $5 of every entry fee will go towards the ACE Fund. There's a pro and an amateur division. There's been $100 added cash to the payouts, $60 to the pro side and $40 to the amateur side. And thank you again to everybody that sponsored it and made it happen with Iron Line Disc Golf Supply, Titan Disc Golf, Discraft came through huge with Brandon Timper, thank you. Prodigy Discs with Nick Snelling, Tyson Foods, Chad Progracki, and Living Lands and Waters.
Perfect.
So,
That's
Thanks,
gonna,
guys.
It's gonna be a little cold. It's gonna be a little frigid. Bundle up, but that's kind of what the tournament is kind of about: is being chilly
Yep.
and manning the elements and.
Chili and charitable. I mean, at
Yeah.
$5 of every entry is going to go to the food bank. So, I mean, you're doing it for others as well. So, you got to keep that in mind. And I'm bringing a 30-foot enclosed trailer to keep people out of elements when we're not throwing. So, to try to make it a little bit better, going to bring my generator and a couple space heaters. Try to.
But yeah, so
do
hopefully
something.
come out, bear the weather with us, throw some frisbees around. But
Yeah.
so we got some more local news here. Looks like the volunteers for the Rumble is still something that
Yeah.
we're looking to get more of.
I haven't rediscussed this with Iron Lion or Chaser Jess, and I don't know if they're still needing. I'm assuming that they still need volunteers, so I'm just throwing it out there.
I mean, the more you can never have too many, I guess.
Yeah,
you could say.
so,
they could
I mean,
probably
if you're
always use the
interested in
help.
doing it, message them on Facebook or stop in their shop, and yeah, let them know what you can help with. And also, go ahead if you're in your area and you want to scratch that itch during the winter for disc golf. Do the local ice bowls like what we got going on here this weekend. I mean, they're scattered all over. Every area seems to have them going on, and most of them are for charity, like how ours is. So, yeah, go do it. They're fun.
Yeah, and I've never played in one. And I'm gonna play this Saturday. I haven't thrown in a while because obviously it's cold, but like again, that's kind of part of it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be
I'm gonna
awesome.
bundle up. Yeah, bundle up.
Yeah, it's
But,
gonna be fun.
So that's a little bit of local news for you for our area. But after we do the local segment there, we want to dive into the disc of the week. So
Yeah.
what do we got this week for our viewers here and listeners, Lip?
The disc of the week, I'm gonna go with the Discmania P2. It was it was their like number one sold disc, I believe, throughout the course of the entire year.
Really? Huh.
It might have been the number one sold putter also. But I mean, it's more stable than a P1. It has, if you're familiar with the Innova or Discmania flight chart, it's got the speed of 2, the glide of 3, the turn of 0, and the fade of 1. So it's going to be a pretty straight
it's
flying
pretty
putter
flat.
for you.
Yeah.
And it says it's targeted especially for pro players. The P2 works great for wrist putts and fade-in shots inside and outside the circle. Duo, it's a stability that the P2 works great for approaches. So, I mean, even in headwinds, it appears that it's going to come through for you, and you could even throw it in some instances as an approach shot and not putt with it all the time.
Right. So it's a multi.
Yeah, I mean, you're really going to get the
obviously
use
putt
out
and
of it.
approach. Exactly.
And
Do you have one? Or
I
have you
don't
thrown
have one.
or
I've
do you
thrown
know?
one, and I've messed with them before. I have some buddies that have them. I really like them.
I feel like most people have their putter, and that's
I'm just
kinda,
very ingrained with
Yeah.
Gateway Magics
Yeah.
for putters. So I would love a P2 maybe as a thrower,
Mm.
but I mean, as far as putting wise, I have a lot of Magics.
I've never thrown one, but it sounds like one that'd be just a good just throw disc.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I mean?
they're in a lot. I mean, Macbeth is on one of them, so he it's a signature disc for him.
Is that in his bag?
I believe so.
I think
yeah,
so.
he
I remember.
throws
Yeah,
P2s.
I think you're right. I think I did see that, or at least last year it was. I don't know if.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's the disc of the week.
So the P2, I think that may be the first putter we've had on disc of the week.
Or
did we do the Wizard?
back
The Wizard's
in
a
the day.
putter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wizard is
a
great.
putter.
I mean, it's classic. That's what I putt with. But yeah, right
Yeah,
there.
dude, here.
This one's pretty
Hey.
busted in too.
Oh, that was risky.
Wizard.
But all right,
That's
so
an old one.
That's
first
Lips Disc of the
generation.
Week is the Discmania P2. And so, again, we're in the off season here, but there's still a little bit of national news and stuff we can cover over here. What do you got for us, Lip?
I wanted to talk about. I was scrolling through the tournaments last weekend, and the Spikeheisers year end at the CC in Lewisburg, North Carolina, had a pretty good turnout. 124 players showed up.
Wow.
Barry Schultz ended up
Where'd you
getting
say
the
it was?
victory. It was in North Carolina.
Oh,
So it was
still
probably-
pretty, still mild weather.
Yeah, I
not
was
like
gonna
what we're
say,
having up here.
It was
Holy
pretty
smokes.
warm, so a lot of people turned out for it. Barry Schultz got the win with 21 under. Took away $245. I mean, that's pretty
Good for a
solid.
day of throwing frisbees.
Yeah, Walter Winnington came in second at 18 under, so a solid 3-stroke victory for Barry. And on the women's side, there was 5 women that showed up, and Elaine King shot -5. Second place, Diana Parsi was 6 over. So
again,
handled that. Elaine's a solid player though. She's older, but she sticks around even with the young ones. So
yeah, but you can tell the skill differences. Obviously, if you're just gonna go in there and throw against someone who's experienced, and can
Yeah.
actually make consistent birdies, as you can
Yep.
see at 5 under. So
And also a quick touch. I didn't write this down for you, but they updated smoking policy for like PDGA major events and national tours and stuff like that, and that seems to be a hot button topic.
what did they?
Just
what was
about-
the original, and what did they change it to?
They changed it to where it's banned at like the whole premises. If the TD decides to designate an area, then they can do that specifically on like separated location or something like that.
Oh, like a designated smoking area. Yeah.
But for the most part, like if they don't have one, you're not allowed to do it. Your caddy's not allowed to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, so you would
That's
have to
definitely going to
Yeah,
make
and
a lot
and-
of people angry.
And it's also they ban like the e-cig, the vapes.
Really?
It's like any type of tobacco use. I think. I don't know about dip. I didn't really read because I don't smoke, so it didn't really.
Right. It didn't affect you.
Yeah,
but again,
so I kind of skimmed through the article, but for the most part,
But,
I was
I
like,
mean,
well, this doesn't really bother
again,
me.
if they're, which I can see why something like that happened, because if you're trying to become a more professional organization, you can't smoke on
But
the
with it
sidelines
being
of
an
NFL
outside-
games.
I will
Littering
say
might
this.
be a big issue. as
Yeah,
well.
littering's
littering,
a big
There's
the
part
not
of
a
butts,
lot of
yeah.
places that dispose
Yeah,
of a
yeah.
cigarette butt.
Yeah, and
That's a good point,
one cigarette butt will pollute 2.5 gallons of water. Just so you know.
I'm gonna
Because of
check
all the
that.
disgusting.
Yeah, it
Toxins.
might be like 2.25, but I know it's like 2 gallons of water that it'll.
And
Yes.
most courses built around water.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
some sort of stream.
or maybe just stop smoking.
But
cigarettes.
yeah, I mean, so I would say stop smoking. But I mean, I have friends that do it and stuff, and it doesn't bother me if
No.
you do.
no,
But
I mean,
not everyone feels that way. But I feel like with them restricting it like that, they should make the TD's designated area. They shouldn't
Yeah,
just take
yeah,
it away completely.
yeah, exactly.
They should make there be
because
like one or
people
two
are
designated
adults, man. They can
areas.
do what they want. You know
and
what I
they're
mean? So,
outside, so I can
Yeah,
see how it's
you're-
like we're outside.
yeah.
Like,
But
if I'm,
again,
if I'm 20
designated-
feet away from you, what's
Yeah.
the big deal, you know?
Yeah,
But
that's true. It's hard to regulate. when it's
everyone,
something like
yeah,
that,
everyone
too.
doesn't feel the same way.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, other than that, I wanted to talk to you about the 2017 the Ulta World Player of the Year. They had the men's player and the women's player.
I thought, did we not already?
No, I don't think we.
Oh,
talked
we
about
just
this.
talked about
'Cause,
players
yeah,
that
this
we
just
think
came
would
out.
have good years. I
Yep,
see what you
yep,
mean. I
yep.
see what you mean.
So, as far as I don't know if you've seen mine or not yet.
No.
But who do you think on the woman's side got it?
Got it? Paige. It has to be.
Yep.
Right? Yeah,
It
that
was
makes-
Paige, and in the article they go into explain on their website that it was like there was an easy
Unanimous,
yeah,
I'm assuming.
it was basically
Yeah.
unanimous. I mean, she had 21 wins, 3 PDGA majors. One of those was her 4th world title, National Tour Elite Series points champion, Disc Golf Pro Tour points and tour champion, and she pulled in $41,373 in just tournament
purses.
winnings.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And that is in 1 year.
That's
Yeah.
this year. That's 2017.
$41,000.
Yeah.
Just
if I have a
in tournament
daughter, I'm
winnings.
going to train her to throw frisbees at a
Dude,
very young age.
That is a decent rake.
Yeah,
That's good.
And
And
a
what's
set
crazy?
of purse, set of
how much?
accolades.
How much it's changed? 5 years ago, the top male in the league would
Even
be
that
would be
recent.
making
Right.
that much, and the woman would be making like
It
25.
just shows how
grand.
steadily the rise of the game has become.
yeah,
you
Dude,
know?
really.
good for her. That's
Yeah.
that's a large amount of money
That's-
nowadays.
yeah.
absolutely.
And on the men's side,
It's
Who
either
would you
Ricky or
guess?
Paul.
yep,
Paul.
I don't know. I want, my gut says Paul, but my head I feel like is Ricky. I'm gonna go.
It's Paul.
I'm gonna say Paul too.
it's Ricky.
Is it really? Oh, okay,
Yep,
okay.
it is Ricky. It is actually his 2nd year in a row winning the Ulta World's Men of the Year award. He had 13
That's-
wins, 2 of them being PDGA major events. 3 out of the 6 national tour events he won.
That's shooting 50%.
Yep, 2 tour series
That's a
championships.
tough tongue twister.
Yep. And his 2nd consecutive world title. He pulled in $79,203.23 in tournament winnings.
That 23 cents.
And
though.
they broke it down one step further to how much he made per throw.
Oh.
And he made $17.15 per throw this year. Kind of a cool little
that is
breakdown.
Cool. That's super
That is-
interesting.
that is very
Isn't that
Wow.
crazy? Every time he threw a disc, he basically made $20.
Made $20.
He
Wow.
has made $308,000 in his career.
Yeah.
Oh
And
wow.
that's-
That's just
Whoa.
purse. Again, that's
And
just
he
purse.
turned pro like maybe 5 years ago.
It's awesome.
It's a
So, like,
great living.
He's
to-
made that much in
Wait,
like
5
years.
he's only been playing professionally for 5 years.
I'm not sure when he turned pro.
Oh right.
Well, where is he on PDGA?
I got it right here.
Are you on the PDGA website?
Yeah, membership status until
But see, you'll have to, when did he become a member? Like when was his
2009.
2009 was his first year, and click on that year.
Oh, it's not giving me that. Oh, yeah, it is. Actually,
you click-
2008.
If
This
you
was when
click
he
on
became pro.
no, it's probably when he first started like became a member. So you would have to click on each year and see when he started playing in open, like only.
Intermediate? No.
No.
Is that not what I'm looking? Division?
No.
that he's an
I'd jump ahead to
amateur?
like 2010.
Oh, because that's still what 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
No, it's 2018. That's
Yeah,
wild.
I know.
It doesn't
Oh my
seem that long ago,
God.
right?
professional. He was a professional in 2009.
So he turned pro in 2009. Did he play did he play advanced and stuff also in 2009? Or strictly
yep.
open?
He,
So 2010 he probably went straight pro and didn't play other like advanced or anything like that. So so he's probably been making money since 2009 though.
So
maybe.
needless to say,
He's
he
getting
in
turned
like
money.
10 years he's
he
made
turned
300 grand
what to most people is a hobby into a full-fledged,
career.
extremely lucrative career, which
Yeah.
is so cool to see.
Yeah, it really is. And I just hope it keeps on growing and spreading like that to the other players because there are so many worthy disc golfers that don't have the exposure that the Wysocki's and the Macbeths
Right.
and the Paige Pierces, I mean, they have. Avery Jenkins, Simon Lizotte. I mean, a lot of people don't like Innova nowadays, it seems like, but I mean, they're so far along with everything and have been doing it for so
Right.
long. It just seems like if you're on their team, that the exposure you get alone just from being on their
just from
team
being on Innova, yeah.
is huge. And yeah, I just hope it keeps growing for all the smaller companies and all the smaller teams that don't have the big names like the Macbeths and the Wysocki's on their teams.
Well, it's
anymore.
gonna take an up and comer that is part of one of these smaller teams
Yeah.
that doesn't get, because again,
But the
those-
up and comers basically get grabbed.
that's
up
what
by
I
them
mean.
Too.
They get. It's gonna
crazy.
take somebody with some balls that really wants to represent a smaller company,
Yeah.
and they just ride or die with it, and it's not really about, because again, Innova or anything, those big teams are just going to be able to pay out more for
Yeah, for
sponsorships
sure.
and, like you said, notoriety and stuff like that. So
But yeah,
do we have guesses who's going to win next year?
Ooh, next year? Oh my gosh.
Is there any sneaky up and comers?
Like again, I mentioned Eagle McMahon in the last one just because I think the progression of a younger kid. I mean, getting experience in these big tournaments where he's actually in the running.
Yeah.
Granted, I think he dropped the frisbee, I guess you could say. Dropped the ball in a couple of tournaments this year, but I think again, with age, it's just going to come even more
Young,
wisdom and
development.
smarter about keeping your mind in check along with your body and stuff. So I like the rise of somebody like Eagle just because of his youth,
Yeah, for sure. I would really love to see Simon Lizotte get a major, even a couple national tour titles. I believe he won the Glassblown Open, but I don't know if he did that when it was still an A tier or if it was a national tour at that point. Because that tournament has gotten so big. Like when I went down and played it in 2013.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you and
with
Evan went down there.
No.
I
To
remember.
Glass Blown, we went to. It was me, Dan, Tyler DeRue, and David Inman. Me and Evan went down to St. Louis for a weekend of tournaments. We played two
I
different
thought you went
tournaments.
to Glassblown for some reason.
I went with Dan and a couple guys from down in the cities.
Yeah.
But it was only an A-tier event at that time. But it's gotten so big that it fills up. Like, when its registration opens up, it's already done. Like, it's crazy. But speaking of, like, Glassblown Open and Dynamic Disc and stuff, they recently just had some more people sign with them for 2018. And two of them, the two being A.J. Risley and Chris Clemens. A.J. Risley has I've known about him for like multiple years now, just from listening to Smashbox and tournament coverage and stuff like that. He doesn't really have a lot of big wins or anything like that, but he's still a notable player that I've known through just following like disc golf. Chris Clemens, didn't know who he was until honestly I read the article. And he seems more like a reach for them, if you'd say, like they believe
they could
like
see
like
his
he's a
potential.
diamond in the
Right.
like they see something down the road happening for him. And like in the article right here on Ultiworld, it says like in a more under the radar move, Chris Clemens of Kansas City, Missouri moved to Dynamic Discs. He was with Latitude 64 before that for 3 years. So I mean he's been with other companies, but
I mean, top 20 at the PDJ Worlds.
Yep, top 20. He finished 17th there, and then the Glassblown Open he got third. So, and he's a lefty. So
Ooh.
it'd be cool to see him. I don't really throw any dynamic disc products or anything like that, but it'd still be cool to see a lefty.
Yeah, to
Me
see a
being
lefty.
get up there, you know,
Yeah,
Dan, meanie.
And it looks like there's even more team information that we got going. Like
Yeah.
in the off season, it looks like they're
Um,
picking up guys, like you said.
Prodigy strengthened their team, or bench. I wanted to say bench there, but they strengthened it a little bit there. They signed Cameron Colglazier, Matt
It's a dope
Oram.
last name.
I know. Nicholas Masters, who Nicholas Masters got to the finals of the Ultra World Air Shot, like 2017 Air Shot of the Year.
Oh,
He went up against Simon, but Simon ended up besting him in that. But yeah, they're going on there, and Cameron Messerschmidt.
is he foreign?
I'm not 100%
Sounds
sure.
very German or something.
But Colglazier, Oram, and Masters were all with Latitude 64.
looks like
and
Latitude lost some.
yeah, they
lost
lost
some
quite a few
guys,
people. And then Messerschmitt was with Daredevil Discs, who are, I think, a smaller based company. I see their ads and stuff. I've never personally seen their discs
Right.
or thrown them. And I've never met anybody that does.
That
I don't
does,
think.
yeah.
So
They must be regional, I'm assuming. then.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we go to Cincinnati, when Dan and I go to Cincy, and we tell people we have Wizards and Gateway products in our bag, they some of them have no idea what Gateway is. Some of them
Really?
know what it is, but
Huh.
they don't know what it is. You know what? Cincy knows what it is, but they're not big there.
Right, it's not
Memphis.
as... Again, it's regional.
Memphis has no idea about Gateway.
Gateway.
They were our buddies that we throw with there. They were like, "What are they?" We're like, "You guys have never heard? They're from St. Louis and stuff."
Huh.
And yeah, Gateways must be more of a Midwestern
Midwestern.
thing. Yeah,
I
but
can see that.
it's I like Gateway putters. Not too big a fan of. I honestly used to throw one of their drivers. It was called a Saber. It was a fairway driver. Kind of threw like a leopard.
Huh.
I liked it.
They don't even... do they necessarily even have the biggest, like, bag of discs? Gateway? Like,
Yeah,
drivers.
They have
and
a
mid-range
full
and-
line, and
Do
they've
they?
been stepping up their plastic game lately. I mean, over the last few years, like this
Oh,
is one of their
yeah.
new Evolution Platinum, and you can tell it's more like a star
Oh,
feel
yeah.
from
Definitely
Innova.
has that star feel.
But yeah, they're starting to get better about it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I just wanted to show you this quick. And if you're subscribed to Disc Golfer Magazine, Innova put a winter flight chart in this month's
Oh, how
this quarter.
your frisbee's gonna fly in the cold weather?
Yeah, it's
Or-
like it's a flight chart that they put together. It's all their discs, and it's like what they propose you using for the winter time if you throw their stuff.
Maybe you should have put a tag on
Dang.
it.
Yeah, I should have. I'm sorry, but it's really cool. I liked it. It was neat, but sorry I can't find it.
Do you know any off the top of your head that stuck out?
Like a Destroyer was in there. The XT
I
plastic.
feel like
Here
Destroyer
you
can
go.
be everywhere.
So this is it. They're not going to be able to see that well, but
Just
it's
a
like,
chart.
It's like
Yeah.
right in the middle. Yeah, it's like a smaller version of what they have. It's just discs that they think are going to be better for
There's a lot on there.
snow conditions. Yeah, I mean they have a lot of products.
I'm definitely gonna throw my Leopard on Saturday. That's for sure, and my Boss.
Yeah.
The Dominator.
The Dominator, yeah.
The
It's
old Dominator.
I know. I kind of wanted to get a Dominator after looking at it. Kind of seems like just a
Dude, it's
faster Destroyer.
It's flat. I have what was that? What's the plastic
you
with
have
the
a
bubbles in
Dominator.
it?
Blizzard.
Dude,
Garbage.
I wish I never would have bought that
That's all right.
frisbee
Looks
because I
sweet, though.
literally cannot throw that frisbee. It literally goes whoosh. Like it's so light that like you can't even put any. It's such a finesse disc that I don't even. It doesn't. It's in my bag just for because I want to fill it out, but that's it.
But yeah.
All right. That is going to wrap it up for as news coverage and stuff. But
Yeah.
we're going to finish the show here with what we like to call Lip's tips. So, Lip, what is your tip for this evening?
My tip this week is going to be more. It's going to be sticking with the winter
Winter
vibes
theme.
we got going on here. Indoor putting. Get it done. do what you have to do, whether you know a friend that has a basement and a basket. If you don't have a basement or something like that, try to go over there and putt with him or plan something out. If you're lucky, like Memphis, they have an indoor putting league. Because
I
one
remember
of,
you
one of-
talking about that.
Yep,
That's
one
too
of-
much fun, dude.
one of the
I'm
locals,
jelly.
down in Memphis owns a concert venue. During the winter, he puts on a putting league for
That's
the local
awesome.
That is
Memphis
sick.
disc golf scene, and they do the league
That's
throughout
so
the whole
sick.
winter. And Dan and I would catch the tail end when we'd go there for work in March, and we would play it when we were down there. I won it
Wow.
one week, went undefeated through the whole night.
That is
And
Went
how
6-0.
how is the format?
It's like points, and you like it's kind of like bags. There's a basket in the middle, and you are playing against somebody, and he's with somebody on the other end, and you
Okay.
each have 2 putters. If you make one, it's 1 point. If you make both, it's like 3 points.
Okay.
Or 5 points or something like that, and it's like a race.
First
to,
one to whatever
like
point
21
total.
or something
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, it's fun, and then
Sounds like a blast.
it goes off point spread. How much you win by determines how you get placed, and we just kept smoking
Just
people
whooping
one night.
people.
Yeah, it was awesome. Walked away with I think almost $100 that night.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was a good,
that's a nice
light
take
work.
for
good solid winning.
for putting. But yeah, it's probably because like you have a basket
Yep.
and you're able to putt.
Got the other basket.
Indoors.
Got the other basket on the barge too, so we're always.
We're not
You're
making
always-
this
you're always-
stuff up.
But yeah, I mean that kind
That's-
of wraps up the show for tonight. Yeah, check out the flyer online about the disc golf
If you're
tournament.
in
this
if you're in
weekend,
the area on
area.
Saturday, Lip and I will both be there. So
Tee off at noon. Kid's gonna be there whether he likes it or not.
Forcing me to go. It's in my backyard.
Hey man,
so I'll
frozen
be there.
hamburger.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that 10. How many pounds?
The winner
700.
The winner of each division is gonna get 10 pounds of hamburger
That is the craziest.
along with a little
That's
plaque.
the dopest prize.
And then
ever.
Oh, it really is.
Hole 17 is one of the CTPs, and whoever wins that one
that's
is
a
gonna
bomb
get
too.
10-pound thing of burger too, mixed
So
in
if you
with
win
multiple
and get that
products.
CTV, you're walking
Yeah.
home with
You have
20.
20
pounds
pounds of
of-
frozen hamburger in your house right now?
It's at the shop at my work.
Unbelievable, people. This
Yeah,
is
we
like-
hope, we hope to see everybody
There's
out
like
there.
40
It's
pounds
gonna be
in there.
chilly, so bundle up.
Yeah, thanks again to Iron Lion for. Oh yeah, before we go,
Cut it. No, just
the
kidding.
giveaway.
Yeah,
Next
exactly.
giveaway.
Oh,
I want Jared to pick the disc.
Hey, it's me.
Iron Lion gave us 8 discs. The first week we did 2 discs. This week we're gonna do 1.
Ooh,
So
the power is in my.
I would prefer one of those 3 that
Yeah.
you just picked up.
Let's do the
honestly.
rock.
You want to do the rock?
Yep,
Cool. Okay.
this is nice.
Tell them about it. What is it?
It's the 30 years of the rock.
30th anniversary
Oh, wow,
rock.
That looks beautiful.
This is a nice frisbee, man. This is something
Max
180
weight?
Yep. I don't know. You know more about.
Feels
frisbees
good.
than
Yeah,
do.
I mean, a rock. It's not a rock 3. It's a luster. It's a luster champion
It's a
rock.
rock.
It's got a nice shiny mirror stamp on. Oh man, that was scary.
man.
But yeah, normal rock, not a rock 3, so it's a speed 4, not a speed 5.
It's upside down, dude.
Yeah, it is upside down.
There you go.
But yeah, it's a good looking disc. We're gonna do the giveaway for that, and for that one, we are going to do your favorite disc. Comment on this episode of Under the Basket,
Favorite driver, mid-range, or putter?
whatever. Just your
Favorite frisbee.
Okay, let's do.
Let's
yeah,
do
let's
driver.
break it down.
Driver.
Let's driver. Your go-to driver for distance. If you're on a course and you just want to get maximum
You got a
distance,
bomb. You got a straight bomb.
what are you going for? Comment that down on below, and that will
Anywhere
make
you
eligible.
comment on the YouTube,
Facebook,
comment on
whatever.
Facebook, Twitter, anywhere that you put your input in, we will find it, and then we will draw a name. Are we gonna draw it on next episode?
We'll draw it next episode. Yeah.
We'll draw it at the beginning. I don't know. We'll iron it out. We'll figure
Yeah,
it out.
well,
So if
next
you comment
episode.
on it and you bring it up to us, your favorite driver, whatnot, you will be in the runnings to win the rock
Awesome.
frisbee. So again,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us, and
yeah, he can't
Hear
help
it again?
himself.
yeah,
Yeah. Thank you.
thank you.
Later.